Howdy everyone, we are on Varen, which is a beautiful map. We have Erebor, Adivassi has Erebor in the top left, and we have Pool as Misty Mountains in the bottom right. We will see which rain is chosen, and it looks like we've already got the Moria Auric Cave coming in, so we're presumably going to see Goblin Spam as the opener for Pool. And Assembly, I assume? Yes! Oakenshield Rain. Hooray. That's the right rain to pick, in my book. Ravens is the first Tier 1 for Erebor. Frozen Wastes for Misty. So the Laketown Archers, I would contend, will trade quite well with the Goblins. They have a larger horde size, shoot more volleys per battalion. So they will mow down the Goblins, assuming you provide even a little bit of cover in the front line. So if you put a couple pikes between the Moria Orcs and the Archers, they will trade favorably. Especially if you put those pikes in Porcupine formation or defensive stance, and the Archers in aggressive. And the Archers, because the Goblins are so damn fast, even Manish units won't keep up. So you do want fast Archers. But you want archers, not swords, to counter the spam. Grimhammers, of course, would also be good, but they're going to be chasing goblins all over, so Grimhammers ought to be in combination with something. Like a battle wagon or like the Manish bows. So if you're going Ironfoot Rain, you might go with Manish unit start also. And it looks like we've got the tunnel here for the signal fire. We've got 3 battalions coming up of Moria Orc Screechers, 3 caves, and maybe a 4th one coming in. It's going to be a lot of goblins to deal with. But if anyone is up for it, it is the Dwarves of Erebor. We do see a forward tunnel coming in over here. So they will probably get this mine, but the archers are coming in now. There's nothing to protect them. There's nothing to provide cover. So Frozen Waste does come in to help get this mine shaft. Probably would have gotten it without the Frozen Waste, honestly, because it's only what 25% damage. I think he would have gotten it with just these, but might as well use it. He is going to get this battalion of Lakemen down too, so that's 300 down the drain, plus 300 for this. And he lost 3 Screechers, so Pool is trading well so far. 300 in the Orc Screechers for 300, for 600, excuse me. 300 in the mine and 300 in the units. And yet another group. I guess I won't have to worry about goblins for a while. And nope, here comes another group of now 4 or Moria Orc Screechers. Just 100 a pop, 40 CP. But Adivassi is using these Laketown Spears after they creeped that Warglare to hit this forward tunnel, which is the right play. Grimhammers are on the field, so excellent choice. Synergizes well with the Raven because you can speed up that upgrade on the Hall of Warriors to level 2 to get Grimhammers. But Grimhammers and these Bowmen are going to be absolutely devastating to the Goblins, to the Moria Orc Screecher spam. So excellent decision here by Adivassi. And I assume Pool might want to get some archers to mow down the Grimhammers because these guys will just feed. And this mine will go down, but look at all these archers getting all these kills. And they'll continue to get kills, as I've said at the beginning, even while they're running away. So that's really the value of these Manish archers against Moria Orc spam. Dalish archers would probably do even better, though you do have to upgrade the assembly to level 2 to get that, and they're more expensive. And the horde side is, of course, smaller. But this mineshaft did go down, has not been rebuilt yet. Good job by Adivassi not just staying on defense and pushing back a little bit with some aggression. Looks like he is going to go for this close to the base mineshaft. Might end up going for this one also. But this mineshaft might go down again. We will see. It looks like the units are on the way back. And see, the speed of the Manish units is going to be helpful here. It looks like only 2 less than 2 battalions here, so really needed a third one to secure this win here. But given the brokenness, it was closer to 1.5 goblin screechers here, and they will not get this mine shaft. Rebuild did come in too. So this mine shaft does survive. Adivassi doing a great job, but now we need to rebuild mines in this whole area. 575 CP for Erebor, 550 for Misty. So counter attacks by Adivassi are really putting the pressure on Pool. He's doing a good job not just letting Misty run all over the map wherever they please, because now they have to come over here and defend this forward mine. The archers are in there. They are focusing the Grimhammers, but I don't think that's enough, and they didn't use their poison arrows. So, unfortunately, not going to cut it. They did take out most of this battalion. And they're going to just turn tail and run, but that will leave this win for Adivassi. And look, all these archers can come right back out. Kind of a shame they went back in too soon, but they came right back out, and this group's going to go down, but all these are also going to go down. This mine shaft probably will survive just couple slashers and one group of screechers here. So 2 tier 1s and still 8 points in the bank for Erebor. 9 points in the bank for Misty. Presumably we'll go with They Are Coming, because Runes of Angmar would get you the Dead of Arnor, but the White Wolves would be basically worthless against these cheap pikes. I mean, they will, they will not trade well with the cheap pikes. So that would be quite a waste of money. Kind of why I like to go with Cave Bats. I like to get the vision and debuff, and I also like to keep open the possibility of getting Trollish Stew, which would be quite good against these Grimhammers, the Biltom and Burt. This mineshaft will be saved. Big clash over here. They Are Coming has been used in the middle, but Master of Laketown is on the field. He does have a pin that can be used on heroes or units, so the Cave Troll Destroyer has to watch out for that. And the Pikes and Archers, the Manish units, will try to chase this guy down. He is faster. The Troll Destroyer is faster than Manish units, but... And we do see a Mountain Orc Lodge for... Oh, pin has been used on the Destroyer. How about that? Being a troll, a mighty troll, and being stabbed in the back by this guy. And he might get away. We'll see. He is faster than Master of Laketown. Bard would also be a good choice at the moment. He does provide, at level 5, that leadership for archers, giving them extra range, which is invaluable. And at level 1, he gets the black arrow that makes monster units flee. So every time this tier 2 gets dropped, Adivassi would be able to just counter with black arrow and make it run away. Boy, Adivassi's doing a great job going down the lanes. 675 CP to 575. Deep Delving has been bought, and still 11 points in the bank for Erebor. So Erebor is doing a great job. Continue to expand, continue to fight back on with aggressive harass of eco-structures, taking out this key mine, almost getting this one, but needs to get the rubble. Master of Laketown is now back in the base, I think. No, that's Ravens. Master of Laketown is over here. No hero yet for Misty. Very close to tier 3, which would absolutely demolish these structures here. This one almost went down. Muzgash has hit the field. Moria reclaimed. I think the Cave Troll Destroyer did go down, but I want to watch Moria reclaimed. No! Okay, so when you have Moria reclaimed, immediately send them to attack the structures. Don't go under the fort and take fort damage. But put them on aggressive, and then just destroy structures. Look at that. It goes down in like... It was only on a fifth of its health or so, but it went down in like one swing. So no, don't Don't fight the units. Let these guys fight the units. These guys should be just hitting the buildings. So, got 1 Moria Orc Cave. Could probably get 3 and this eco structure. Probably could have gotten all of them if time had not been wasted running around. Should get this mine. That's the only level 3-ish mine that Pool has. It's almost a level 3, but it's going to go down. Ooh, and the Rebel goes down too. What a loss for Pool. 500 CP now for Pool. 11 spell points in the bank. Does not get this. And also Pool is shifting, as Adivassi probably saw, to Mountain Orc units. They synergize well with Muzgash as your hero choice too. I don't know why if you're already almost killed that. I would just go in and, you know, destroy this, but whatever. Signal Fire pickup proving invaluable for Adivassi here, because now you can see the Adivassi can see the forward tunnel over here. And these Grim Hammers are going to go down swinging. That is quite the obnoxious voice line. Yikes. Pretty obnoxious. Anyway, Keeley is on the field. I probably would have gone with Bard, given the Laketowners. Plus, you don't have Feely, and I don't know. I would have gone with Bard, probably. Would have saved up a little bit for him. He has such good range, too. Bard has that heal, the terrain spell heal, which would be great against these beefier units. Do we have any tech coming in? Yes, we do. We have a Redoubt. I should pay more attention to the base, eh? We have a Redoubt coming in for Erebor, and Wormslayers on the way. They should trade pretty well with Mountain Orc Slashers. The Muzgash's leadership will might prove to give them a slight edge. 16 spell points for Erebor. Muzgash is almost dead. Pin was used on him. Archers didn't focus in time. I think he will get away, which is super frustrating. He has less than 5% of his health, it looks like. Urshak is now on the field. Troll Lair coming in for Misty. Both players pivoting, rightly so, to new strategies. Because look at this. Grimhammer's level 5. Archer's doing great against Goblin Spam, as I said. You'll have to be proven right. This guy should go back in the tunnel and just recuperate. And this guy is trying. We'll see if he makes it. I think he will. Oh, he's not even going in the tunnel. Looks like more aggression here on the mine shaft. But yeah, this combo of, you know, Laketowners, Grimhammers is just proving very difficult to stop. And 850 CP for Erebor. 675 for Misty. Adivassi firmly in the driver's seat. Wereworm is available, so is They Are Coming. But not a huge army for Misty, which is bad news when the opponent has a larger army than you, since outnumbering the opponent is always the game plan for Misty. We do have a Cave Troll with a tree, loses the ability to eat an orc, but does do a lot more splash. It will help clear out those Grimhammers. And we do see the summon from Master of Laketown for the Guards of the Master, which are pretty good, you know, sort of tier 2-ish swordsmen. Oh, tier 4 ready for Erebor already. And could go with the Thor's Horde and summon the dragon, or could instead go with a pivot in the spellbook. We will see what is chosen. 27 points, though, for Erebor. Gosh, this is Adivassi's game to lose at the moment. 13 points in the bank for Misty. Siegeworks has come in. Redoubt is still level 2. No upgrade to the Assembly, which seems like a mistake, especially with how much money. The Thor's Horde has been dropped. Where has it been dropped? Yes, right over here. And we'll try to kite with the Wormslayers the money to the dragon, rather, to Misty's base. And yes, it is coming in. This could be bad news for Misty. Although just because these guys are immune to fire damage does not mean they're immune to trample. This dragon will crush units. Dragon does take out the rubble. Oh, does take out that key farm. Almost takes out And I think what Adivassi is trying to do is use these guys to bring the dragon here, but Pool is not falling for that. He's going to drag the dragon right back out. Muzgash and a troll going off on this mine. Some mountain orcs on this mine over here. Cave Troll Destroyer trying to chase this battle wagon, which is a losing battle to be sure. Pin used on the Destroyer, and it will go down to these pikes. What a loss. Kind of a waste of the Tier 2, unfortunately, for Pool. Master of Laketown showing his value at less than 1,000 with banners. No banners, though, for Erebor. But let's see here. We do have Feely and Balin on the field also, and Bard. So Hero Squad coming out for Oakenshield. And Keeley has been bought again. I guess he died and nobody noticed, which is sort of typical for Keeley. This mine, I would use Rebuild. Rebuild? Ah, bummer. But these heroes should be able to take out this group, but then they need to have a escape plan in case Misty tries to swarm them as Pool is doing right now. No dragon horde thingy, no armory for Misty for upgrades. No forge, I think, also for Erebor for upgrades. It would be about the time when you'd want to start thinking about upgrades. 4,000 in the bank for Erebor. Probably should focus on expanding a little bit and also getting Thorin on the field, for that matter. That leadership is invaluable and would help trade a lot better with these archers and the frontline mountain orcs. And look at that, the mountain orcs devastating these pikes and grimhammers with the archer support. So this is why you do... But Moria Reclaimed is back, and I would not use it here. I would use it on the base and go for these production structures. You could definitely take out all three of these buildings easily, and probably this one too. Look how low they are. Muzgash back in the base. Urshak with this group on the right side. They will devastate this group of units if Adivassi is not careful. Uh-oh. That's not where he should have used it. Misty will just rebuild these. And not going to catch anything. Kind of a waste of that tier 3, unfortunately. But 20 points in the bank for Erebor. But will lose probably this upgraded Hall of Warriors. Should definitely get Thorin with the 3k in the bank, and should upgrade this. Because we need tech now to trade with the Mountain Orcs. The Laketown spam was good for trading with Goblin spam, but it's not going to work against Mountain Orc units. Especially with Muzgash leadership and Urshak's support. And also trolls sprinkled in. These units are just going to get destroyed. Oh! Oh! Balrog coming in. Wasn't that nice? I like to kind of leave it on one player and then be surprised by their tier 4. Oof! Yikes. So Balrog should also go for this structure in my view. Durin's Day coming in, I don't see what help that is going to be. I think with how little army Pool has, Adivassi's best hope is to just make a strong push to take out the production structures. And that's exactly what Pool is trying to guard against. Buying towers, not usually a good sign, but Pool could very easily do, they are coming on this right here. Yep, that seems to be the play. No, did it on his base, which seems like the wrong move. I would go straight for the fort. There's nothing here. He would have just a free pass at the fort right now. Although the oil casks might be enough to save it. Does get the troll cage, but does not get the rubble quite yet. All the heroes for Erebor in here, but no... I think a huge mistake not to get Thorin when you had the money, Adivassi, but... Basically no CP for Erebor, 300 CP, and 575 for Misty. The match is now turning in Misty's favor a little bit. All the spellbook stuff has been used by Erebor. Basically all the tier 2 and tier 3 are on cooldown. And rebuilding these production structures. The Redoubt did go down, but we still have some Worm Slayers on the field. Bard is back on the field. will help. That will help with trolls, but this building did not go down, unfortunately. And Stephen Colbert makes an appearance. The late show has been canceled, so Colbert is now looking for work as a voice actor for Age of the Ring, I assume. And I think you should not be building Laketown pikes at this point, in my view. Just get a redoubt and do Vault Wardens instead at this point in the game, because these will eat up Laketown pikes. Uh-oh, Bard's in trouble. Uh-oh. And this mineshaft will probably go down. Rebuild was used, I think, over here. Yikes. Is Bard still in there? Why did he come back out? That was a mistake. Oh, the Guardians are there too, helping. Whew! He is very lucky. Send in the goats picked for Erebor. 500 CP for Erebor. It's almost like a reset here. Trollish Stew for Misty. The space is so vulnerable, though. If you just get more reclaim back, and if he had used it here, I think he could have won the game. But he wasted it way up here, unfortunately. Bill, Tom, and Burt coming in for Misty Mountains, trying to force this engagement to turn in favor of Misty. And rightly retreating. And I would try to get one or two heroes out of this engagement here. We do have the summon from Master of Laketown, 2 battalions of guards of the Master, thanks to his being level 6 or higher. And then, but successfully fended off that group there. Cave Bat's doing nothing, really. I'm not sure why they're still hanging out there. 414 army size, 700 CP to 775 for Erebor and Misty, respectively. Balrog is roughly 2/5 of the way back. Thor's Horde is almost back. Again, I have no idea why not buy Thorin, and Dwalin for that matter. If you're not going to go upgrading the assembly, you may as well try to get Dwalin to go toe-to-toe with heroes like Muzgash and Urshak. But the decision not to get Thorin and the decision to use more reclaimed over here the second time, I think that's what let Poole stay in this game. It was Adivassi's game to lose, and what we saw was basically that happen with 2 sort of crucial decisions, unfortunately. But he still could get it back. He's in the lead right now. He's got 782 in units to 488. But he doesn't want to feed. He's got to be careful. Like, these Laketown... You're forbidden, Adivassi, from making any more Laketown spears. Stop it. Just upgrade the assembly and get some better units. Guards of the Master, maybe. With the leadership would trade well with Mountain Orcs. Or just go to level 3 and get Iron Hills units. But it's just a waste. You're just feeding. Like, this is a feed. They're not going to save the mine, and they're just going to feed PowerPoints. Even with Durin's Day being used, it's not going to help. But big clash at the fort. I don't know that this is enough. We will see. I mean, maybe. Ooh, is it going to go down? It did go down! Oh, I didn't see the battering rams! Sneaky. Very sneaky. That is GG. Thor's Horde's almost back, too, if you want to rub salt in the wound there. But once these go down, it is over. What a great... So he did want to rub salt in the wound. Good game, well played by both players. Excellent work by Adivassi going to Laketown start. You love to see Oakenshield reign. And good on him for clawing out the win.